Hey, this is Lou. I wanted to hop on and record this because there is a conversation about paid ads, online advertising that I really think we should have. And this is a sobering truth that I would really love every small business owner, especially solo business owner, to know and understand. So, for context, when I say paid media ads, I'm talking about this may mean different things to different people, but for me, I'm talking about online ads as a whole. And this encompasses things like advertising on Meta, so Facebook, and also advertising on Google. So, first, I'd like to discuss Google Ads because I do get inquiries about these services every now and then, and I can see that there's a lot of interest in having this service done for you because it does seem very technically complicated and a little bit difficult to understand. I guess it won't come as a shock for many of you if you've ever looked inside the Google Ads interface. But yeah, it's pretty complicated and there's lots of different parts to understand. But basically, what I wanted to say about this is I find that a lot of business owners who come to me for Google Ads or who are actually running Google Ads right now are doing so in a way that's actually not very helpful and not bringing in a good return on their investment. And the key barrier here, the thing that people seem to misunderstand about Google Ads is that they think it's have an ad appear on a Google search, somebody clicks it, and you get more sales. But it's not really that simple. It may have been that way maybe a decade or so ago, but it's a lot more complicated than that now. And using that kind of thinking, that kind of model for putting an ad out on Google and then getting more traffic and then getting, more clicks equals more sales, it doesn't really work that way for most people. And I'm finding that for a lot of people, especially if their budgets are quite small, quite low, and I'm talking about under 3,000 Australian dollars per month, it's just not worth it. And it's especially not worth it if you're also paying for someone's management fee on top of that, which could be something like 1,500 to $2,000, depending on who you're going with. And when I say it's not worth it, I mean it's not your Google Ads for these people with that sort of budget is being run in a way where it's not netting any return on those dollars that you're putting into ads. We call this ROI, return on investment, or sometimes return on ad spend, depending on what kind of business you have. But essentially, if you can't make multiples of the money that you're putting into Google Ads, it's not worth it. And for those small budgets, like I said, it's generally not worth it. You need to be spending at least $3,000 and you need to be really on top of your money, your budget, how much you want to spend and how much you want to make, and then do some upfront calculation to determine if that what you're doing with Google Ads is going to be right for you. And I do get some inquiries from small business owners who say that, they would like more business, they would like more sales, but they don't know what their numbers are. They don't know what their average order value is, they don't know what their lifetime customer value is, and they don't know what their budget is. And for me, that's a red flag. It's not really not worth it to work with so many unknown variables. And the really good Google Ads agencies, they will have calculators to help you determine if Google Ads is right for you and if they can come up with a good strategy for you. And they will require such numbers as if you're a shop, your average order value, your how much, money you're making and how much more money you want to make and how much each customer is worth to you. Or if you're in the sort of services business where you need to get leads, you need to know what a lead is worth to you. You need to have a dollar amount, and then we need to calculate whether or not Google Ads is going to be worth it for you. And in some cases, a Google ad can be up to $30 a click for some services. And for some people, $30 for a click is too much when you don't know the value of that lead, not somebody who's actually going to, buy your services. It's just somebody clicking on your website and sending you an email. If 30 or $60 is too unknown, or if that's too much for you, then maybe Google Ads isn't right for you, or it may not be right for you right now. And it's also a similar case with Meta ads, so Facebook and Instagram. There are some situations where I'm hearing that the business owner is, they're not getting sales and they're kind of desperate and they just want to get out there and known. But generally speaking, using paid ads is not the right starting point for that. The right starting point for that is your organic social media ads, because the performance of, sorry, your organic social media post, because the performance of your organic posts will inform the success of your paid posts. Because actually, if you're acting as a consumer, not as your business, but someone who's just using the internet and you see ads, you don't like ads, but if there was ever an ad that you did enjoy, it would be something that looked like an organic post that you would enjoy. Um, so that's why we need to be a bit more strategic. That's part of the reason why we need to be a bit more strategic with our social media ads, not just make an ad, but have long-term strategy. And you get there by first, if you have no presence whatsoever, you get there first by doing some trial and error with organic posts. Because otherwise, if you try to do trial and error with paying for ads, there's going to be a lot of money put into ads that you can't track back into your data, your sales, your numbers, because it's all an experiment. This is where you're going to be losing money. So long story short, doing online ads, whether it's Google or Facebook or Instagram, the best time to use it is when you've already got good momentum going and you want to scale. The worst time to use it is if you have no idea what your incomings and outgoings are, and you have no idea who your ideal customer is or what value, somebody clicking on your website and sending you an email is. If you don't know those numbers, you need to start there. If you're new and you need people to become aware of you, the place to start is organic. Get some traction with organic. If you've never done anything online before, do your trial and error there with organic social media posts and have a good website presence. And in some cases, if you're like really small and you don't really need a massive volume of people, the best place may not be paying for ads online. The best place may actually be going out and meeting people and networking and going to networking groups where you can actually find the people who are right for you. Because if your business is micro, tiny, and you're only dealing with a specific little subset of people, it's going to be very expensive to reach them with digital ads. Um, so yeah, another, long story short, most people who come to me saying that they want me to help them with ads or they want to get some ads running, it's not right for them. And I've also looked into people's Google Ads accounts where they've been managed by an agency or someone else, and I look at it and I think I'm really sorry, but like it's not really that anything technically has been done wrong, but I can see that either the money is not being tracked or what you are tracking is like not even breaking even business-wise with what you're putting into your Google advertising. So whatever is going on here is it's not worth it for you. It's just an expense. What you put into your Google ads or your Facebook ads should be an investment. It should be making you return on the dollars that you give to Meta on Google. They should be making you at least 4 times for every dollar that you spend, you should be making $4 out of that. It shouldn't be question marks. So yeah, this is kind of like a bit of a rant slash PSA, but I hope you got something out of this. And if you got any questions, please don't hesitate to ask.